Welcome to the Saturday stream. It is a bit of a different setup today, as I am not currently at home, but that's okay. We do have the co-host here with us. Oh, we just lost her. Uh-oh. Okay, no problem. No problem. The co-host will be joining us in just a second, so you guys will just have to deal with me, if that's okay. How's it going, Dacapolion? I actively avoid going out for New Year's. Yeah, same. I just don't do it anymore. I think that I had a good time spending time with the family, and my girlfriend is here, of course. She's attending the cat. Vaquita is with us, so yes. She is here. Sorry about that, folks. Just making sure, just making sure the co-host is okay. She's attending her pupper, so bear with us. In the meantime, it is 2022, and there are... With that comes normally people talking about any kind of resolutions or changes or anything like that. To me, any time is as good as any to start making any type of positive change. But I do see the appeal of using the new year to kind of use that as a catalyst to do, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to the new year. I apologize, my video may be a little bit scuffed, as this is my cell phone. So it may not be as clear. I got to spend time with my self-appointed wife, her kid, and her boyfriend. We made it a late Christmas thing too. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, on that note, there are going to be some goals that I would like to do, especially when it comes with with the channel. First and foremost, I'm just glad that you guys have been with us for, I think this would be our third year. This would be our third year streaming, so that's pretty cool. And for the upcoming future, like I said, anytime's as good as any when it comes to just improving yourself or doing whatever it is you want to do to progress, right? Anytime's as good as any. But what I want to do is work more with other content creators, especially those who are doing phenomenal work when it comes to climate change and things like that. I am going to make it a goal, or at least make more of an effort. At least make more of an effort to reach out to people such as like Bayla. When we had that collaboration with Bayla, I think that was a great. That felt really good. That felt really good, and I hope that she joins us as well later, at some point in the new year, for more collaborations. I think she has a lot of good stuff to share with us, and I'm also gonna reach out, I think, to the Beccasphere as well, and James Napper gave me some great information to just try to reach out to other folks and, well, see if more collaborations can happen. Hey Mono, how's it going? This is not a new camera or different camera. I mean, I guess you could say it's a different camera. I guess you could say it's a different camera, but it's just that I'm running on my alternative setup. This is kind of like put together at the last second. That's what I've been doing this past hour. Oops, sorry about that. That's what I've been doing this past hour, trying to get some of this together. All I have with me is my camera, my microphone. As you can see, the little bag has a bunch of. The bag behind me is where all my stuff is. So yeah, I'm just at the parents today. I might start doing or making stuff this year. If you start making content, I saw that you posted your link. Always feel free to share, and if you want to collaborate when it comes to sharing information, especially, I know that you do a lot of good work when it comes to monitoring extremist groups and things like that. If you want to, you know, if you ever want to share that. I just want to track the fires. Yeah. That was, but nothing's happening. Everything is good. Nothing to see here, right? Nothing to worry about. Everything is good. Just randomly, was it, I want to say, shoot, what state was that? What state was that, Mono? That was happening in December. Unprecedented. Dudes on the scanner were like, this place is engulfed, we can't do anything. Colorado, thank you. Yeah, yeah, just randomly, for the umpteenth time, because Colorado is not, that's not the first time this has happened, right? Alright, I think the co-host is getting herself ready. Boulder County, Colorado. They usually have a shit ton of snow by that point. Yeah. That's the wild thing about the whole situation, right? None of this is... Oh, wait, I think we got the co-host. Let me bring back the double screen. The duo screen here. Just a terrible set of events, yeah. Okay, cool.
Got.
I think we are... Yes? No? Maybe so? What's going on here? Come on, Discord. There we go.
Good?
I think so. We're getting choppy video, but I think it's there. It's there.
Yay. Well, I guess it's working then.
Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna raise you up just a tad bit. Let me go to my Discord settings. Okay, user volume. Okay, hold on. It's my Discord settings.
Got the Jeep all rinsed off so the old man can head to the grocery store.
I think that's good.
I don't know what I did with my hat. That's weird. Thought I left it in the Jeep.
Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. This was positively caused by downed power lines. Jesus. Yikes. But yeah, the reason why I decided to stream today, I think, is just to, just like we did in Christmas, just to share a little bit of, a little bit of the holiday here with you guys as well. And welcome the new year. Okay, I need to
Dang.
make myself a little bit. Alright, there we go.
I don't know what I did with my hat. That's weird. I swear I left it in the Jeep.
What hat are you looking for?
The one I bought at the brewery yesterday.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Jeep's all cleaned up.
Nice.
I didn't wash it, but you know.
That's clean.
I rinsed the mud off of it. That has to count. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
hat. See? It was blended in.
Have you checked on your head?
No, it was what had happened was it was on the center console and it got smushed in between my bag and the center console.
Oh, so it's stuck in the void, right? Basically.
Yep.
Well, goodbye hat. Nice it was nice while you had it.
But we got it. No worries.
There we go. Oh, that's the hat. Nice.
Yep. And you know, as you can see, we had the chainsaw because we were on the trails yesterday, and the cooler because we were on the trails yesterday. So, yep. Well, I was, anyways.
Yeah.
And of course, my garage is full of stuff, more so than usual this time, because all our kitchen sinks and faucets and all that stuff came. So, there's stuff everywhere.
Nice.
And you almost can't touch anything because it'll all come crashing down. But it's pretty cool. Like,
Nice,
I got
nice.
most of the stuff for the kitchen sink on this table. And then I've got 2 of my bathroom sinks and all the faucets right here.
Dope. Maybe the next time we come visit, it'll be all set up, yeah?
Are you kidding? It's going to be done January 4th.
Oh, nice.
And I'm excited about my bathroom faucets. They have LED lights in them. They're so cute.
Nice. Well, see, Dacapolion, that's what makes it funny.
So, yep.
Nice.
Here's the drill with the drill bit I used for the backup camera.
Oh, nice, nice.
That's how big it is, just to...
Well, it's not fair because the camera kind of makes it look a lot bigger.
It's 3/4 of an inch. It does not make it look bigger. I'm showing you right next to my face. Like, that's how big it is.
Yeah. How long did that take you to do? And was it difficult or was it pretty standard?
Hell no, it was easy.
Okay.
Here, let me show you what I did. Hold on. Let me turn the camera around. So, first step always is disconnect the battery on the Jeep.
Yes. And now we lost you again. When you get out there, like, the connections aren't so good.
And if you come to the back door...
Yeah, the connection isn't very good. I think it's because you went outside.
Duct tape. And those are the wires for the backup camera that I just ran with the factory wire.
Yeah, you just froze up. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can.
Okay. Yeah, you just like kept freezing up, but I think you're back. Took a second there.
Where did I freeze?
Okay, so disconnect battery, and then you went towards the back of the Jeep. I don't know. I don't know if it's like your connection.
So I disconnected.
God dang it! It's like right when you start saying it. I think this
this dash was apart.
Yeah, I think that this is a CIA
hold on.
op. This is a CIA op for sure. Because every time you try to explain.
How about now?
Okay.
How about now?
I think we're better.
Alright, so I turned off the Wi-Fi. For once I have 2 bars, maybe it'll work. So I had the radio out and I wired the dash cam to the back of the radio, and then I put my wires through behind the steering wheel here, and they actually go down under all this trim. I hope you're still with me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And then where the trim ends, you can actually see where my wiring comes out. Now, I did electrical tape all of the wires all the way through and zip tie them to the factory wiring harness for the taillights. That way there's no snag or anything loose. When you saw it, Carlos, it was at the point where I had gotten the wires up to this point and they were just loose right here.
Yeah.
I hadn't gone any further. Well,
Yeah.
I finished wrapping them, and like I said, zip tied them all the way along the factory wiring harness, and you can kind of see where it goes under that trim in the back. There's a hole there with a plug in it, and I popped my tail light off and I pulled that plug down. I cut the hole in the plug a little bit bigger and fished the wiring through. So all the wiring is actually like right up inside of here. You just can't see it because it's behind this fender liner and inside the tub. So from that point, mine is a manual transmission, so I had to wire in a reverse trigger, which was easy. I just ran the reverse trigger wire all the way from the head unit back to here and spliced it into my reverse light. So basically when I go into reverse and the reverse light gets power to come on, wow, my backup camera comes on. Super
Yeah.
So that wire stopped there. The other 2 had to go down and under the Jeep, and they actually, if you see this harness, they come out right here. And
Yeah.
then it goes back up inside my bumper, and then this is the camera.
It looks so small though. It's perfect.
It's literally 3/4 of an inch. Here's my finger for reference.
Yeah. Hey Astro, how's it going? A different look for the new year? No, it's not a different look. This is just my temporary, like, this is for today because I'm on, I'm at my parents' house. So, this is...
I can't see you.
Yeah, I know, because my whole video is only on the wireless camera, over on the, not the wireless, the phone camera, but that doesn't connect to Discord, so here we are.
I gotcha. Damn it, Carlos. Why are you like this, Carlos?
What? Why am I like what? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
Can everybody hear me okay? Is it good?
Sorry, I was responding to my mom. She had texted me. I sent her a picture of Bailey. I'm like, when you wake up and this is what you see, she's like, that's creepy.
That's hilarious. Is that the same one that you sent us?
I'm like, I think it's just a matter of perspective. If you tilt the camera up a little bit, he looks like an angel.
Yeah. Is this too loud for everybody, or is this okay?
I was crying.
You have added 6 years to your look? Yeah, that's probably because I was up till like 2 in the morning trying to figure this out. I got
my cat PJs on.
Nice. I was up till 2 in the morning trying to figure out the whole streaming situation that I was gonna try to do. And yeah, so I've not slept the entire necessary hours. So yes, I probably do look, and also this is just a whole different. I've got natural light. I don't got anything. In other words, the TLDR is this is not the studio. All right, this is not the studio. It's been a warm, sunny New Year's Day and all-time record temperature. Wow. Happy New Year, by the way. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, that's Saturday Catterday. There you go. Saturday Catterdays has been fulfilled.
Get a tail. Get a tail. Get a tail. I got the tail. Oh, get the belly.
Oh,
Get the
oh.
belly. Take it to belly, baby. Oh, sweet man. You know you want the belly rub.
How much is 16 degrees Celsius? I think you have to 16 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 60 degrees? Wow. In December? Well, I guess January now?
Oh,
Wild.
no. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Bailey, my foot, Bailey. Please, son. Not like this. Take my hand. Oh.
Take my hand. There you go. That's Saturday Catterday, folks. Paquita's with us today, but
Look
she's
at
out.
that little demon.
Paquita's actually sleeping under the Christmas tree. Funny enough. The Yule tree is still up, and she's sleeping under it.
He's bad. He's really bad.
It's the funniest thing. It's like, you see all those videos of, you see all those videos of, like, cats destroying the, you know, the Christmas trees, and nope.
Well, when you don't have anything to eat, you might as well make some bagel bites.
Oh, those are good.
Well, that's all I have, so that's what I'm gonna make.
I see it, Mono. You guys are doing A-okay. You guys are doing good. You guys are doing fine. Everything is good. Everything is fine.
Come get some eggs, Carlos.
Everything is fine.
Come
Climate
get some
change is-
eggs.
Oh yeah, eggs. Fresh eggs. Nice. Climate change is proving itself here. Yeah, it's proving itself everywhere, unfortunately. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm feeling very, like, I'm fine. For the past, 3 or 4 days, I guess, I sounded a lot worse than I felt. But, my actual, the way I feel, pretty good. And I think my voice is more or less back to normal. More or less, I think. It doesn't look like, it doesn't sound like I've been through, an octave lower with the COVID or cold, whatever it is that got me. That took me a couple of days to get over, but I have to cook dinner now? What time is it over there? How
If
how
they're
ahead?
If they're in Europe, they're at least 5 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, it's dinner time for you guys.
Well,
That's cool.
I don't know. You gotta tell me where they are and I'll tell you what time it is.
London.
5 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead. Yeah, it's dinner time for you guys. Enjoy. Enjoy, Astro. Enjoy.
Come on, Carlos. Pick up a few things.
Nah. So,
What, love bug? Okay. Come on. You guys want to see something cool? Hey, Pops. You know where you're gonna go? Come on, go to the pen. Go to the pen. Come on.
haha, that's awesome. Hey, Thandera, how's it going? We're about to get a snowstorm where I am in a couple of hours, and it was so warm yesterday that all the snow melted and
Guys,
everything is just
look at-
mush. Jeez. Well, Happy New Year. Worth noting that the cases and deaths are only
Look
for
at my
England.
baby.
Yeah,
Look at the baby.
you guys are doing alright. Weird
Oh,
weather?
oh,
Yeah,
Melody
that
first,
seems to be
then
like,
Oreo.
that seems to be the case for everything,
Ooh.
Thandera. There's very
Hey.
odd and unusual weather that is
Oh,
becoming the new norm, right?
here, shoe. That's
Scotland
for
and
you.
Wales are not in this
She's-
data job. Gotcha.
She's pissed because we cut her hair. We had to cut her butt hair, we call it.
Yeah.
The hair
That's
in the
the-
back was getting a sanitary cut. Her
Yeah,
hair was
yeah.
getting too
For
long.
grooming. Yep. That's
Mhm.
probably a good idea.
Oh, well, it's a nightmare. Like, I literally have to hold her. One of us has to hold her down for the other to cut the hair. It's not pleasant. And she's been like that since she was a baby. I haven't been able to break her of it. So now she's pouting. She won't take her milk bone.
Aw.
Oh, Bailey went near the milk bone and now she got it. Did you see that?
Yeah. Can
Really,
everybody in
Ariel?
chat hear me okay? Is it too
You thought
loud?
Bailey was gonna get your milk bone.
I mean,
So basically, my husband's going grocery shopping, and since I have noise canceling headphones in doing the stream, we're putting the dogs up. That way they don't get up to no good while he's gone.
yeah.
Hey, honey, Oreo wouldn't eat the milk bone, and it was on the floor inside the pen. And Bailey walked up to Oreo, how he does, to give nose to nose. And all of a sudden, Oreo snatched up that milk bone and crunched it down in one bite.
That's funny.
Like,
Scotland and
how's
Wales,
Bailey
yeah,
even
but
gonna
they,
get it
but
outside of
you
the?
would say that like a lot of the trends are moving in that direction, right? I mean, if I pull up the data for example, Florida, the data for Florida probably looks similar.
Probably get a multi-tool with this.
Or I should say, sorry, the data for US probably looks
One of those cordless
trending in a similar
multi-tools.
direction, right? It seems to me that when you look at the waves of each COVID wave, it's like small, and then the next wave is like a little bit bigger, and then the next wave is like a little bit bigger, and then like this one we're seeing is like a hockey stick. It's not good. It's not good. Wildfires and tornadoes, snowstorms, yeah, it's all I don't want to say unusual. I don't want to say it's unusual because it's becoming the norm, Dendera. All of these like adverse weather events, these weird weather and these weird weather patterns are beginning to kind of they're not unusual anymore. They're kind of just setting the tone and setting themselves as being the new norm. People with 2 shots don't really have much protection against contracting Omicron, but the benefit is really to do with reducing severity, but it's weird, but it's going to be less weird. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and I see what also you're saying, Mono, that has been, that it seems to be that's the case where, just because you contract it, just because you contract it, you'll receive, or at least you'll get the milder end of symptoms if you are double vaccinated. It has still been continuously proven that even if it's Omicron, which has been said to be a little bit milder on the milder side, even Omicron has been shown to be very severe, and you could potentially see a lot of health impacts when you're not vaccinated. It's the same story. The folks who end up on the ICU beds, the folks who end up with severe medical issues, the folks who end up unfortunately dead are just overwhelmingly unvaccinated. The issue in the UK is that so many people are getting infected, a hospitalization are going to swamp the hospitals. Right, that's exactly. It's just by sheer numbers is what you're saying. Just because it's 50% weaker, but 5 times the more people getting it. Right. So you're saying sheer numbers. The problem being here is sheer numbers, which I see. I mean, you can see the graphs. It's like a hockey stick. Here, at least in the US, we've been told that it's up to the states. That's it. Vaya con Dios, everybody. No help is, not much more than what is happening is going to come. So, yeah, that's pretty frustrating, but whatever. I mean, I believe Darknet summed it up best in the Discord. You know, just kind of watching everything unfold and not being able to do much about it. Hey Heat 420, how's it going? Happy New Year. ICUs are filling up. True. I've seen stories. It's not about the severity of it. It seems to me like, first of all, the usual the go-to treatment, the monoclonal antibodies are like the normal go-to treatment, aren't as effective, and transmission is definitely higher, and the vaccines are not as effective to prevent transmission when it comes to this new variant. And I mean, it does hold when it comes to preventing severe illness and death, which is what you want. You do not want to end up in the ICU. So yeah, it just I mean, I don't even know where to go from here. I don't even know where to go, because what do? I have a study on that. Yep. Yeah, monoclonal antibodies are sucking against Omicron. Yep, that's right. That's right. As I told you the other day, the major London rail terminus is closed until January 10th, and other services are hit by sick leave victims. Yeah. It's not good. I think Darknet probably summarized it the best. I mean, you're just watching all of this unfold, and well. Yeah, Omicron was totally partially resistant to neutralizations by all MAPS tested. Sarah from Pfizer or AstraZeneca vaccines recipient sampled 5 months after complete vaccination barely inhibited Omicron. Jesus Christ. That's right, convalescent plasma collected 6 to 12 months persistent displayed low to no neutralizing activity against Omicron. Right, and it's only a matter of time before, like, another variant comes that is, like, even worse. Because at least to a degree here, the vaccines, and especially the I think the booster is the one that kind of really does it. Holds some type of, it's still holding some line of protection, in particular, and especially when it comes to avoiding severe illness and avoiding yourself, getting stuck in the ICU or death, essentially. So that part is still good, but yeah. Are we back? Because you disappeared for a sec. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm reading some of this stuff here. So I can't, like, pull it up because hey, there we are. I can't pull it up, because I don't have all of the, prepared setup like I have on my studio. Well, not my studio, my other laptop. This one is my... Now we can. Perfect.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to say that I had somebody as recently as this week arguing with me that most people get this and it's just a cold, and
okay.
the vaccine doesn't work anyways, so what's the point? And I'm like,
right.
Well, so you want to play the lottery? You want to roll the dice and see whether you're going to live or you're going to die? Is that what you're telling me?
Or even if you do.
My friend's dad just died. That, like, the day before he was telling me this shit. I'm like, this is one of the healthiest men I've ever met. He's a coach. He's been athletic. He was in the military. He was in great shape and the epitome of his health his whole life. So he just randomly gets COVID, and it's just a cold, and he dies.
Yeah. Like, even if you win the dice roll against death, like, some people spend like 5 days in the ICU, and they come out of there and they're super messed up, and sometimes even with permanent health issues, or sometimes with issues that persist for months and months and months. I mean, it's just not a good experience. Like, and if you can avoid that, I mean, it just makes logical sense to do what it is you need to do for prevention, instead of reacting to the problem, as it comes. Like, I'm convinced.
I agree. Why are we taking some random crazy ass fucking stance based on some stupid ideals of politics that don't make any sense to begin with?
True. That's probably the best summation I can think of to say. Like, I mean, again, at this point,
politics and healthcare should not go hand in hand. Or science. Politics, healthcare, and science and religion. None of those things should mix.
If only.
Division of state is a good thing.
Yeah. If the vaccine just saved one life, it's worth it. Yeah, it's like, the whole point is to just try to, like, do what you can to prevent stuff, right? I already know COVID kills, but I saw a story about a healthy 6-year-old who got it and didn't make it. Yeah, it's very rare, but it can happen, and if you want to roll the dice, I mean, is it really worth it? Like, I understand, especially for kids. Like, especially for kids. I know that COVID is very, it doesn't affect kids as much, but still, like, I mean, you want to roll I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. In my opinion, I don't think that I don't think that you should roll the dice, in my opinion, especially if you have the option. Like, I'm convinced that it is more than likely that I may have experienced the cold that I may have experienced that was rough for like 2 days, and then like 3 days more of recovery, of like slowly like getting back to 100%. And like I said, most of the parts, Astro has been with us for the majority of that week. Most of it was me sounding a lot worse than I felt, and because again, testing is just so difficult here in Florida. I kid you not, my sister has been to umpteenth amount of pharmacies. I tried to get a free COVID test at the library, but the lines by the even as the library was opening was so long, and I can't work basically. I have to go to work, or log into work, I should say. I could not stay there and wait for the line to accumulate around the block for me to be able to do this. But either way, I mean, I'm convinced that more than likely it is quite possible that I may or may not have fought about with this COVID, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that the only thing that it was just the symptoms that I experienced, and that is because I took precautions. I know, yes, exactly. The kids are the vector. That is to a degree that is true. Hey, base of PJ, how's it going? Happy New Year, my friend. Is that Florida is fudging numbers? Well, I mean, we got a conspiratorial sports reporter, doing like data. Who was it that Ron DeSantis hired? It was like a sports guy who's like a conspiratorial like sports journalist or something like that, or sports scientist. I forget what it was. That guy is the one that replaced the data scientist. So
No.
yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to take from that? Yeah, limiting testing sites, waiting for hours and things like that. Yeah, because then people like me don't have the exact same option to go out, and I tried to go out to the pharmacies for testing, and that failed. I mean, we got tests before we went on our trip. And both were negative. So the only thing that comes to mind, and you know what?
Melody.
You know what else I'm thinking? Because technically, you could not find a test, so you can't report positive, right? Technically, my sister, when we came back from the trip, right? We came back, we had a day at the apartment, then we came back here to my parents' house for the usual Christmas dinner. I was going to spend the night. We spent the whole weekend, and just so happened that my sister, by the time we got here, it was already on her 10th day. She's already been doing this because she was the one that was positive. So it was already on day 11, actually. It was on day 11. And
Gotcha.
the only thing that would make sense is, well, maybe we're wrong about the time period that this thing is no, I don't know. I'm making high speculation. The only possible explanations are either on our way back home, like from the trip, we must have contracted it somehow, but we were pretty good, I think, in my opinion, trying to keep like social distancing and all that stuff. Like, we tried our best, and I don't think we put ourselves in like a situation where we had like extensive closed-in periods of time with people, right? I mean, like, what, we get gas? What, we just grab food real quick? Like, I don't know. It just seems to me that that's possible. If, like, again, just assuming that it is COVID, either we got it like on our way down after the trip, right? Because we definitely tested negative beforehand, right? Because we did it twice. And then for sure it happened on our way back, and just the weekend after coming here. I don't know, it's just like really weird. because the shutdown on the federal sites left it up to Florida and the states to handle it. And of course, DeSantis cut it all back to like 4 for all the Hillsborough County until recent surges. Yikes. Yeah. Which is what Darknet was saying. Like, we got no backup, you know. President Biden basically said, like, you know, y'all got this, right? Y'all got this, right?
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, you got this, right? Come on, Jack. Unironically, I don't care anymore about catching COVID. I mean, like, if I get it, I will just do the same thing I was already gonna do, which is stay away from people. I mean, that's what you should do, obviously. And didn't you already potentially get it, Mono? I remember saying that you got like a COVID scare. Were you able to confirm that? I think I already had it, and the first time it wasn't that bad. Yeah, so like maybe you're... Oh, okay, so you never confirmed it. Okay. I mean, I guess it's possible. Like I said, I'm convinced that it's... I did a lateral flow, which did come back positive. Okay, so you may have... So then you just acted as if you had it and isolated. Okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Maybe you're right, Astro. I don't know. Remember, all of this is all kind of just new. All of this is kind of just new. But I can't expect any backup from, you know, from the federal government or any backup from the Biden administration. I think, like I said, if you go to the Discord, Darknet kind of just put it in the best terms possible. Like, just really, all you can do as like a person is just protect yourself, do what you need to do, social distancing, try not to go out, mask, vaccination, all of this stuff like that. And, you know, other than that, I mean, the federal government from the beginning of this whole thing, from the beginning of this entire scenario, has like completely dropped the ball from just beginning to end. So, I mean, what else is there to say? What else is there to say? In the US, having lots of sick people is good for the healthcare industry because, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's gotta be profitable, you know? You gotta make sure you make your buckaroos off the sick people. Make sure you make your buckaroos off the sick people. Because we have a good system. Very good system. Very functional. It works great. Yeah, until they die, but even that's a business. Same with prisoners. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, the LDRs, it's not looking good, but we just gotta do what we can within the time we have, within the tools that we have, especially like if there's anything that you yourself can do to protect yourself. Stay away from people, or at least try to. I don't know how feasible that is. Just do what you can within what's feasible, right? Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your community around you. I mean, for the good part of what we were experiencing, we had to assume or act as if it was COVID. We started doing Instacart again. We started doing Instacart again because we could. We had the ability to at the time. You know, this setup isn't that bad, actually.
You like it okay?
Yeah. Wait. You came out. Wait. You came back on and it just disappeared again. Or do you need a
I've
second?
been texting with my mom,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. It just like appeared and then disappeared for a split second. No worries.
It'd be like that.
There we go.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. So, how did you spend your New Year's? Had a good New Year's?
I slept.
That's good. That's what? That's the best. Like that's a pretty awesome thing to do for New Year's. Sleeping is great. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I did the usual family dinner, but we had to really scale it. Like we tried to scale it down as Aw. We had a scaled down family dinner. And that's about it.
You're
That's
being a
about it.
sweet little demon, Bailey. Oh, you sweet little devil. Hi, Bailey.
Spaghetti carbonara. I gotta see what that is.
Oh,
Hold on.
man. Did you want
Enjoy,
the belly
Astra.
rub? Don't bite me. Oh.
Spaghetti
He's
carbonara. Oh,
He
this
is
looks
so
so
bad.
good.
Why are you like this, Bailey? Huh?
Sorry, I'm like looking at
Hmm.
pastas. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, from the pictures and what I was researching. Unfortunately, I don't have like I don't have all my scenes and stuff like that. I did this all very rushed, and I was up till 2 in the morning. I was up till 2 in the morning trying to get some of this updated, and trying to get all the computer updated and all this other stuff. Oof. So I don't have like all the complete scenes, and I just threw all of this together. Hey, but it seems to work out just fine, actually. I like it. I actually like this kind of setup. It looks nice. It looks more homey, you know? It's not a studio.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. You've got that look, and it looks great. You've got the whole, like, couch in the background with all the cool little things.
Well, yeah. That's what my studio's like. Nobody stands in a studio. Gotta have somewhere to sit.
True.
Oh, man. So what did you do?
Oh, you just, froze on me. Hold on. Yeah, you just froze on us. There we go. Wait.
Lemur.
There we go.
For
What did I do for New Year's?
Christmas.
Oh, for Christmas. Well, the usual. Well, not the usual. But the usual. Basically, as soon as I, came back from our trip, I took one day because I had to work, and then we came to my parents' house, and that's it. Like, we had a very scaled down Christmas dinner and just spent the weekend here, and that's
Nice.
it. I mean, like, because, again, we weren't sure, because my sister was already on her 10th day, 11th day, sorry. So out of an abundance of caution, we just scaled it down, just us, just the immediate family. And again, it's just like, it's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, because my parents didn't get anything. They didn't get sick, they didn't nothing. So
That's good.
yeah. So I mean, obviously that's amazing. That's amazing because, you know, they're definitely in the vulnerable age group. So yeah, and my sister had it rough for a few days, but by the time, like I said, by the time we got there, it was already day 11. So we just had to scale down, Christmas dinner out of abundance of caution, and that's it. Just us.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
good holiday.
Yeah. Not a kitty, not a kitten, a hoodie. I forgot to say thank you so much for the offline follow. I appreciate that. We got a raid the other day, so we got a couple of follows that I didn't thank. We don't come from the green screen, we come for you and the lovely guest. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. So just to be clear, I'm the guest, okay? Just to be clear, I'm the guest. A difficult truth is actually her idea, her brainchild. She's the one that started this whole thing. I just kind of ran with it. But yeah, in this scenario, in this situation, I'm the guest, okay? In this scenario.
Don't flatter me now.
Actually, Astro, you make a good point. Maybe I could because I have cheap fabric, like green fabric. I bought cheap green fabric to use as a green screen because I'm sorry, but I can't. I ain't about to spend. I don't have the money to spend for those fancy pop-up, really good green screens that come with a thing with a pole and all that. No. I got myself a piece of fabric that's about the same kind of green, and it turns out you can just use that. So I could actually take a picture of my studio and green screen myself in, and nobody would know the better. No one would know the better. No one would know the wiser. Except for those folks who can see who know what to look for, I should say. Pat Rat, how's it going?
It's not a green screen. As far as the technique.
No, it's you're right.
Called chroma key.
Yes, that's the that's the proper term.
You do not have to have green fabric. You just cannot have the same color fabric as anything you're trying not to blend in.
Right. So the idea would be, you're right. The exact proper technical thing is chroma keying yourself, and we just use green because OBS gives you 3 choices. I think you can either use green, blue, or something else. I forget. But yes, that's why we just call it green screening, I guess, for lack of the lack of the technical term. Happy New Year, Padrad. Going good? That's good to hear. That's good to hear, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
And to be fair, my last photo shoot, we used $1.99 sheets from Walmart.
Yeah, that's right.
Paper.
That's right.
PVC pipe.
Yep, that's it.
And that shoot, I have several photos from that shoot being aired in commercials and advertisements. And
I saw you sent me a screenshot of the Facebook ad that you did. Nice.
And I didn't even do that. I just did the photos. But
right. Sorry. Yeah. The photo.
But yeah. So you don't need the fancy stuff. You just have to know your shit.
True. Your lighting might give it away. Yeah, that's another way of knowing. That's right. The lighting and it could be an odd angle, that might give it away. But for the most part,
Would you believe that my flash died and my flash wasn't working? So the only thing I had to work with was we went to Walmart and bought one of those lights for the living room where it's got the multiple flexible arms with the light bulbs and stuff. And we made diffusers out of white paper, and
Yep.
And that's what I used for the whole shoot. It wasn't the perfect shoot, but by God, there was no lighting in that place, and it made it a feasible shoot. I was definitely happy with it.
I literally have a scratch piece of paper that I was testing a pen on, and I just, instead of throwing it away, I taped it onto my lamp, which is supposed to be just a regular room lamp, and that's my diffuser. That's what I use in the studio. So if you guys have ever, if you guys want to know how I got those lights, they're
I
not.
wonder where you learned that from.
Yeah, I know. I listen. I don't get everything, but there are certain things that do stick. All right, and that's what matters. All right, that's what matters.
Back in the day with our original setup, we literally had one of those clip-on lights with a flexible neck and a sheet of paper tape to it, and that was our
Yep.
lighting for our
Yeah, that
original
literally was
videos.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is where Carlos learned that from.
Yep. That is very true. One of these days, we're gonna go down Nostalgia Avenue, and we'll have like a special, maybe as a way to kick off 2022. Um, maybe the next Saturday, if you give me some time to try to pull up some of those old videos.
Oh, I have
I
them.
Oh, you have some of them. Great.
I have them all.
Oh, nice. I love the one that we did for like the Florida environmental stuff. That was a good one. I think we did one about algae. We
Yep.
actually did one covering the at the time the Dakota Access Pipeline, about
Yep.
oil. I think we talked about oil subsidies and things like that. Like we did several like little tiny like 3 minute, 4 minute vlogs, 2 minute vlogs, covering like certain snippets and topics, snippets that were happening at the time, which was
Hmm.
yeah, which was kind of almost the idea, but it kind of just progressed into this over time. Uh, but
All
yeah,
things evolve.
yeah. But hey, I mean, now it's
Well, to
I
be
think
fair, they either evolve or they cease to exist.
that's right. IRI is offering 1996 C-SPAN lookbacks. Oh my goodness, from 1996. Wow. Yeah, if you want like the C-SPAN stuff, IRI lives on C-SPAN. Yeah, he lives on C-SPAN.
Nice.
Yeah, like that dude. His whole entire like politics stream is about going through the what people would consider, what most people would consider the dull back end side, where he'll literally listen and go through hearings that's going on in Congress and stuff like that. What people might perceive as the dry part of politics. He kind of just lives on C-SPAN. He kind of just lives on C-SPAN. But yeah, like it's honestly with what was it that we had? We had did we have another thing before GoPro, or did we just like start vlogging with a
No, that was
GoPro?
with GoPro.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
We bought that to start our live stream, or
Yeah,
well, to start our vlogs,
that's
I
right.
should
At the
say.
time, that's
There
right.
was
At
no
the time,
streaming at the time.
right. It was streaming at the time was not
A normal
available.
thing.
Yeah, it
Nope.
was not available. I think was Justin TV, which became Twitch. I think that was just about to start, and it was all video games, and you would get banned if you didn't play video games. Like back in the day before it became Twitch, if you were not playing video games, you might be yeeted off the platform for not playing video games, because it was supposed to be a video game like streaming service, but obviously it branched out, it got bought and transformed into what it is today. So yeah, that's an interesting thing. But by then we were just trying to upload like small snippets in YouTube at the time. If you
Oh
want to
yeah,
hear
because that was not an attainable thing for normal people like us.
right, if you want to hear what Americans really think, you can watch Daily C-SPAN Washington Journal with phone-ins. Yeah, those can get some. You can get content off those phone calls.
To be fair, I think when we started doing the vlog and we got the GoPro, like it took two of us doing payments on it. It was like a 400 and something dollar
Yeah, it was
purchase.
really
It was just to get even a GoPro
yeah, which was
at the time.
necessary. I mean, and that was considered a high end.
That was like the lowest cost high end solution for what we were trying to do. It
Right.
was like the budget 4K camera at the time.
Right.
And it was like 30 frames per second, 4K,
Yeah.
and 60 frames per second, 1080,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
what we recorded at for the most part.
Yeah.
But that was, and to think that wasn't even what, 5, 6 years ago?
No, it was more, I think, wasn't it? No, it's gotta
Was
be
it?
more. I feel like it's more. We can go
No.
back and look at the dates on that, but I feel like it's more. I feel like
That's yeah. Time is blending together for me the older I
yeah,
get.
I
It
know.
all seems
Same.
like it was last year, and it
Same.
wasn't. It was like a
Same.
decade ago, and I'm just like, well, no,
Same.
it's not a decade ago. That
Yeah, no,
cannot
no,
be
that happens.
possible.
That happens to me all the time. Like, I would be thinking about, my time in college, and I would be like, oh yeah, that was just a few years ago. And then, like, a few
Mm-mm.
years ago is actually, like, not gonna lie, almost 10.
Mm-hmm.
And, you think about things like even high school graduation. Well, it's not here anymore, but I used to have, like, the little tassel thing. But, even high school graduation, it's like, oh yeah, I mean, that happened a bit ago, right? I mean, yeah, I
No,
mean, I
that was
still
like
talk to
10 years. For me, it was 10 years ago, and you're older than me.
yeah, and then I start actually making the math, and it's like, dude, in
My
less
10-year
than six,
anniversary is here.
yeah, in less than 6 years, or about, I think it's gonna be 20 years since I graduated high school. That's,
That's insane.
yeah.
I'm
So
starting
when
to
it,
feel old all of a sudden. I'm not gonna lie to
the
you.
more you think about it, yeah. I mean, it's just weird because, like, a lot of, for me anyways, time seems to sometimes blend, or you can kind of lose that touch. I don't want to say touch, but, like, you can lose that sense of time because, like, I still, like, I have my family, my sister. I can see, obviously she's a nurse now. Um,
Yeah, can we
but
share a music video or will we get banned
what?
if it's a cover? I said, can we share a music video that's a cover or will we get
We won't
banned?
get banned, but we might get DMCA, which we would have to silence that clip on YouTube. But it's fine. I'm not really, unless you can share it through Discord. I'm not really set up to, like, bring a browser up. But if you to show a browser, I would have to, like, go through my stuff and redo some of this because I literally went from top to bottom last night to try to update and fix all of this. But
Yeah.
if you can stream via Discord and show it, then yeah, that's different. That would probably be easier.
Well, I'm just
Uh,
wondering because there is a song that is the perfect description of this, and one of the military bands did a cover of it recently. And
yeah,
I was
you know
wondering
how
if it was like a cover of a song, if we could get away with it, maybe.
we can get away with it if we do it live.
Okay.
So I think that's the rules. Because if you just play, like, a song, I don't know, insert
A
popular.
video of people playing it live, does that count?
No, no, you have
Damn
to play
it.
it because that's you, the artist, taking creative.
Okay, all right. Well, never mind then.
You know what I get. You know what I'm saying, right? You, the artists, are
That's
taking, like,
ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, you can play the video. The problem is that on YouTube we'd have to silence it, or YouTube will tell us, be like, "Hey, bro, no." They won't kick us off. They won't kick us off, but they will
Oh, so
DMCA
it's
you.
only YouTube, it's not Twitch anymore.
Twitch is a little bit more forgiving. I want to say Twitch is more forgiving. But YouTube will get you. YouTube will DMCA you, and then, like, the solutions are just to silence that part of the stream when it goes when it does its, like, little upload, is to silence that part of the stream, or cut it out automatically, because YouTube can give you the option of saying, all
I
right,
think
we're
what I'm
gonna
gonna have to
trim
is open
this.
up my Wi-Fi. Well, that's nice of them at least.
Yeah, like I said,
They
it's
don't
not that
just eat you to oblivion.
they don't just, yeah, they don't just, like, send you to, like, the void right away, but they'll take away monetization, and they'll tell you, either we take away monetization, or we tell you, or we gotta silence it or trim it out, the clips that are DMCA. So yeah, that's
All
the
right.
that's the
Well,
way of the YouTubes, unfortunately. The way of the YouTubes.
I am figuring it out. Hang on.
It's all good.
It's just taking me a minute.
anyways, so what I was saying is like the perception of time, because like I still talk to like, you know, the person that I always talk about, Kevin, who's like my brother. You know, they're still part of my life, so is their family, and like it just all seems all blended together. So unless I take a step back and start counting, uh yeah, time seems to get away from you.
Time seems to stand still.
Right.
So let me know if you got my thing here.
Wait, let me go live. How come it? Come on, little Discord. I know you can do it. Let me go here and let me click on this, and there we go.
Okay, let me know if you have audio. Hopefully you do.
Yeah, I can hear you. Now, let's see if we can hear the video. Oh, yep.
I turn my back to catch my breath before I start off again. Driven on without a moment to spend, to pass an evening with a drink and a friend.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I think you've shown me this song before.
Within, I'd like to pause, no matter what I pretend. Like some pilgrim who learns to transcend. Learns to live as if each step was the end.
It sounds like it's coming through like phone speakers, but we can hear it.
Not looking back, but I want to look up. See more of the people and the places that surround me.
Hey, Pirate Ninja, Happy New Year. Hey, Alio, Happy New Year. We'll pause this for a second. Yeah, it's really hard to hear because sometimes it chops up and it seems like it's coming through the phone speakers though.
Experience slips away. Time stands still.
Time does stand still.
I turn my face to the sun.
I made my first Etsy sale today. Nice. 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 Congratulations. If you want to post something, please feel free. I don't know if I have like here, let me Okay, there we go. Alright, you've got a little diamond, so anybody with a diamond is either a content creator or does something. If you want to post your link, you can, Pirate Ninja. If you want to post your link, you can.
Making sensation a little stronger. Making depression stronger. Freeze this motion a little.
Yeah, of course.
The innocence slips away.
Yeah, of course. What kind of stuff do you make on Etsy, by the way?
Time stands still. Time stands
So far, just copper pirate coins. Ah. Well, that makes sense. Sorry, not my kind of music. Yeah, it's okay. I got a mold and a furnace, so I melt down scrap copper and pour coins. Hey, that's awesome.
I'm not looking back, but I want to look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now.
Hey, Birdie, can you hear me?
Time stands still.
I don't think she can actually hear me.
The summer's going fast. It's really colder. Children grow up, old friends growing older.
These days, coins are often worth less than the metal in them. Yeah, but that's not like literal coins like currency. These are custom, custom coins. They're not literal like currency.
Experience slips away. Experience slips away. The innocence slips away.
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
I had to
cool.
walk away for a minute, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying that it was coming through like the phone speakers, yeah?
I have no idea. I put it up on the laptop, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I would have thought it would have came through the
Through
computer.
the action. No, it didn't. I don't think so. Whatever mic it was using was nearly peaking. Yeah. So I think that I think it was coming through the
coming through the freaking mic on the laptop. What the hell?
maybe. I was trying to say, but I guess you were walking away.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
It's okay. It happens. Do you guys hear me okay? Like, because I don't know if I'm too loud or not. I don't know if I'm too loud or not.
I had to walk away for a minute. The cats had gotten up to no good.
Oh no.
As usual with them, I swear.
Well, they're kitty cats, right?
Yep, that's right.
It's not illegal as long as I don't take it to a scrapyard. Yeah. I mean, like, there's no, like... Yeah, you're just making, like, Oh, I see what you're saying. As long as... Yeah, okay. Might as well, right? If you can make cool stuff out of it. I don't know what new coins are made out of, but...
What now?
Your fine volume, this does make your setup slightly... This setup does make your voice slightly boomy. Boomy? No. Pennies are mostly zinc, gotcha.
Oh, they haven't been copper in a long time.
Got you. Mostly zinc pre-1982. Gotcha.
Yep. Kind of like how laws as far as machine guns went to the shitter after 1982.
Yeah. I don't know what boomy means, though. Boomy means, like, a lot, like,
A lot of mids and bass.
A lot of mids and bass. What if I switch myself to...
a lot of low mids and bass, I should specify.
Gotcha. What if I switch to bright? Okay. How about that? Is that less boomy? I kind of like the boomy.
That is less boomy. It just depends on what kind of headphones you're listening on. Boomy sounds good on good headphones. It doesn't sound good on cheap ones.
Yeah, that's true. Does this sound more natural, or...
Yeah.
Because I just put myself on bright.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well... Okay, that sounds better. Alright, we'll leave it on bright then. Cool. Yeah, this is like I said, a completely different setup. Where we have a completely different setup. This one's automatic. I got the Shure mic set on auto, and I just put the bright, and yeah, that's it. So the bright sounds more natural. Okay, that sounds better. All right, we'll just leave it on bright. As long as I can hear myself, I think we're good.
So I need to send you some clips to share, don't I?
Yes, or email them as you compile them, and then we can have like maybe next Saturday, we could take a trip down ADT memory lane and a trip down ADT memory lane and go through some of these old clips, because that would be cool. I think that would be nice.
Well, I just sent you some, so we'll see.
Cool.
Oh, my
Yeah, I've
files are
also
too
got a
powerful.
what?
My files are too powerful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Compile them and send them via email, or the only other option I think is like making a Dropbox, which we're supposed to be doing anyways. A Google Drive, yeah, that could also work.
I have that too. Well, whatever.
Google.
It says it's sending you something. We'll see what
Okay,
it sends.
we'll see. All right, so yeah, I mean this sounds more natural, I guess. Now that I'm listening to it. Then again, I
Yeah,
got like these big.
does.
Okay, yeah, then we'll just leave it as this. Now I know.
No, I know. It ain't all about that bass, Carlos.
That's true. Leaplop Ben rating with a party of 75. How's it?
Whoa!
75, 57. Thank you so much. How's it going, everybody? Piper
Don't be
Papper.
dyslexic.
Awesome. Yeah, I do that all the time. Chai Bureaucrat. Felicity. How's it going? Sebsdeb. Look at that. So many nice people here. Holistic Field. How's it going? Pirate Ninja. Yo, everybody. Say hello.
Whoa.
Say hello to Ben's wonderful community. Please, folks, if you haven't already. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Little Lolly,
Emira's.
welcome everybody.
Yeah, Emerizzle, thank you for the follow. Piper, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, snap.
Happy
How's it
New
going?
Year, everybody. Welcome
Happy
to
New
our
Year.
stream.
Folks, if you haven't already, hey, Abossum Shaman, how's it going? It's been a while. Anarchist Laboratory. Gonna run, but I hope your stream goes well, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, Felicity. Thank you. Folks, if you haven't already, please make sure you follow twitch.tv/bleepblopben. She does a fantastic, phenomenal job, and also ground level news. Thank you for the follow. Also, check them out on TYT Friday. I always forget. It's Thursday or Friday. Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Galaxy Brain. Galaxy Brain on TV on TYT, and bring a notepad because she always drops some good knowledge. So make sure you bring a notepad. Hey K-Hal, how's it going? Happy New Year, Cheshire Cat.
So glad to have everybody with us today.
Yes. Ben is a bit left for me. That's okay. That's okay. ADT has hair in here. I thought he was fused to your head. No. This is what's underneath the
What?
beanie. Yeah, this is what's underneath the beanie, alright? So take snapshots, screenshots, clips, whatever it is you need to do. Whatever it is you need to do, because I am not in my normal setup. I'm at my parents' house, so I don't have everything with me here. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, I am not Tim Pool. And also, Astro actually...
I'm no believe you.
Astro actually just helped me fix or correct my my sound to make it a little bit better. Just as you guys were coming in. Look at that. What are we learning about? Well, that's
Everything.
for Ben, alright? That's for Ben. Alright, I leave that the educating to her. All leftists live with their parents. This is a true and This is a true and known fact of life. Chai Beer Cat. This is a true and known fact. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year!
And
Well,
here I am still feeling sorry for the extremists. 7 years
so
later.
and damn it, also left this, and I also live with my parents. Yeah, this is a true statement. Oh, there's the Jeep. There's the picture of the Jeep. We can kind of see it.
Share it.
Can I zoom in on it? Kind of. There we go. Kind of. It works. What was I saying? Oh yes. Your learning is done on Monday through Thursday. Yeah, well I don't know if I teach anything, to be quite honest. Like the thing is I like to bring attention and awareness to things. I don't know if I like teach stuff, right? Or I guess maybe some people might consider that teaching. You're having actually wait, I know what you're doing. You're having your first. Wait, is it dab? No, you're not having a dab. It's
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the first bowl of the year. Nice.
Bless your heart if you think that's my first bowl of the year.
Well, okay.
Today
here.
is almost over.
There we go. Bong rip. There we go. You know what I mean? Like here on stream.
I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
I can neither confirm. Okay, all right. You heard it here, folks. Chat, just in case, you know. You do bring out facts rather than drama.
I will say, if you know, you know. But I will neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
If you do bring out the facts and drama. Well, I tried to do that. I don't like drama. I think that drama is a waste of time. No.
And I am 100% about the facts.
True. In the 303, it's legal. Nice. Not here. Well, it depends, I guess.
Well, it is. It just depends.
Yeah. Anyways, now that I have like so many of you folks here, well, it is 2021, and I was saying that normally people like to take this opportunity to kind of, you know, lay out some goals or lay out some things that they would like to do. In my personal opinion, anytime's a good a time. You know, anytime is a good a time to 2022. Yes, sorry. I knew that. Nobody clipped that. Okay.
Stay on our goals.
Nobody clipped that. You know, any time is a good time as any to do anything that you want to do to like improve or whatever, right? If you have a goal, anytime's good as any to start it, right? But sometimes people use that as encouragement, so that's good. Happy 1 2 3 4, make a wish. There we go. And in 2022, I would like to get more collaborations done and get more content that way.
Same.
I specifically enjoyed having Bela on, and I feel like I can try to reach out to more creators like the Beckett Sphere. I need to email them, and James Napper provided us. I gotta scroll some to some of the whispers and see if we can get like, you know, like an academic person, someone who really is studying and hands-on when it comes to like climate change and stuff like that, to come on and have a conversation with us. That's something that I would really want to focus on. I want to kind of zero in on that, because I don't know. I just feel like that's probably one of the most pertinent issues that we are facing, and I would like to get as many minds on this channel as possible. You know, I am but a for lack of a better word, I am all but a bobblehead on the internet, right? I'm just a talking head.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm literally all I am is just a talking head on the internet, and I would like to get some serious qualified minds to talk about things like climate change specifically. And I think someone like, you know, like the Beckett Sphere does a phenomenal job covering all the climate news and stuff like that. A much better. That's literally her focus. And if I could get somebody like that on, and maybe do more continuous work with like Bela and things like that, because she definitely knows what's up. She definitely knows what's going on when it comes to like the climate crisis, and more importantly, I think she's more in tune with more policy driven kind of things versus like research. She's more like policy driven as well. Please try to get closer with I, right? I'm kind of like semi tangentially, because I know he's been here like a couple times. He's developing the serious side instead of drama Twitch. I mean, hey, I'm about it, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I do not like the way I don't like the way some of a lot of Twitch politics has, well, online politics in general has been heading. I think a lot of content has been way too encouraged, driven, whatever the words you want to use, to be more about drama and to start like drama for drama's sake. I don't know. I don't like it. No, thank you. That's gonna be a no from me. Hey, Lastu, how's it going? Happy New Year's. That's gonna be a no from me. I just want to stay in my corner of the internet, and I'm here to do and accomplish my goal, which is listed on the channel, to bring awareness to the issues that are not getting the attention they deserve. And yeah, I'm gonna take a quick hard pass on the whole drama thing. I'm just here in my little corner of the internet, and just sharing my perspective of the world through the lens that I see it, and what I believe to be ways of making this a better place, right? Generally speaking, I like policy that has a kind of broad effect, and generally speaking, I like solutions that impact people, right? You know, nice. I like that.
Just
Lots
sent
of-
you another photo.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So that photo is, I saved it from the story. My friend sent me or posted a story and tagged me in it, so I saved it. It's not the actual photo itself.
Mm-hmm.
But what had happened was we were going down the trail and there were a bunch of vehicles coming the other way, and I noticed the headlights a while back. So as soon as I got to a spot to be able to pull my group over, I signaled my group on the radio and pulled them over so that all the other vehicles could pass us the other way. And you can kind of see in that photo where the Jeep in the middle, the second one, not the red one, but like the gray or black one, whatever it was, that Jeep was lifted and on big tires. When I went through the river, the water was up like to just a little bit over where my door starts on the bottom.
Wow.
And you can kind of tell by looking at that Jeep because the water is over the front bumper.
Yeah.
That Jeep was on 37s and at least a 4-inch lift. I think it might have even been a bigger lift. So it was just kind of funny. And I didn't have my drain plugs in. So I was like, oh, are we feeling lucky today?
Oof. Yikes.
And I'm like, well, the good news is whatever water comes in is going to go right back out. So.
Yikes. Well, I mean, hey.
It worked.
Yeah. You can't knock it if it works, right?
Exactly.
Really quickly, folks. Just to go back. Just to circle back. Please, folks, if you see a diamond in chat, make sure you hit them up or follow them or check their profile if they have any links Some of these folks may be streamers. Some of these folks may be artists, content creators of some sort. So if you see a diamond in chat, please make sure you follow them or look at any links possibly. I see here twitch.tv/ElioShare, twitch.tv/Sebstev, twitch.tv/Lawsuit. Make sure you go check them out, all right? Show some support for each other. Check them out. Oh, man. So, yeah, so like I said, as I have you guys here on Twitch, on 2022, I do want to make more collaborations. I do want to bring more,
Yeah.
I want to bring more awareness and kind of zero in and be a little bit more centered around the climate crisis. And not, of course, like I'm always going to do what I always do with my news and politics, but I want to make sure that I take the climate change side of it more seriously. And I think that, you know, after our conversation with Bayla, I think she was very excited and willing to maybe, you know, do another collaboration in the future, in which case, like, I'm super about it, and we'll see what 2022 brings. We'll see what 2022 brings.
It brings all the goodies.
I hope so.
I know so. I am manifesting that for us right now. You guys want to see a cool piece of glass?
Nice. I can't see anything though.
Oh, wow.
Oh, actually, there we go. Ah. Nice. 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 How about folks? No hat, no room dividers. It's a new world. Yeah, I know, Zeoduke. Look at that. There's no panels behind me. But this is only temporary.
Here in the brave new world, right, guys?
Yeah, I know. This is only temporary, so make sure you enjoy it and make sure you clip it. How did you? Yes, I did see that. It is like the brief, a brief moment of
Easy girls. Nobody's
logic.
here yet.
With Trump, I saw that. Now Candace Owens is like peddling colloidal or colloidal silver?
Girls, knock it off.
She's peddling that silver stuff that
Easy. Lay down.
these evangelical types or sometimes like more right-wing people like Alex Jones will peddle. Yeah, she's peddling colloidal silver. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. Yes, it's very serious. Candace Owens is actually peddling colloidal silver. Says that she's been taking it. But this is the same person that says she's not going to vaccinate, but has been shown to be in venues where they're required. She's been in venues where they're requiring vaccination status. So yeah, she's lying. No, it's even worse, Astro. It's even worse.
Why lie about that? People are so weird.
I know.
I gotta check on the dogs. I think they need to go outside.
Okay. Yes,
Alright,
normal
come
hat
on.
service will be resumed
And we're
shortly.
going
Yeah,
right
back on
back in.
Monday, I'm sure. Are you still fighting the AC? No, thankfully, thankfully I did nothing and it worked. We just reset the breakers, and we reset the breakers,
Here.
and it seemed to be fine.
Calm down.
So
Calm down, wiggle butt. Nobody's here. Dad's
did
not
you see the
home
video
yet.
clip? Yes, I did.
Alright. Back in the pen. Come on.
How about helping folks understand the midterms? Yeah, well, the
That's everything
midterms, I'll talk about that in a second. People go blue with colloidal silver. Yes, they do. It has a name, by the way. It starts with an A. It's like agoraphobia. It's like AGROPHIA or something.
Agoraphobia.
Yes, thank you. That.
Come on. Y'all
Yeah,
are being
it
too
can
much.
cause that as well as other things. People go blue. Yeah, and it's permanent, by the way. Too much colloidal silver can cause liver problems. It's good in very small amounts occasionally, but it's not a lot. Nah, I would say no. Like just straight up no. Don't do it. There's no medical health benefits to it whatsoever. and it's just not to be taken. Yeah, no, just no, just don't do it. Yeah, there's no known health benefits. It only causes problems. Yeah, it's all it is a just a way to fleece people who don't know any better. Yeah, it's yeah. Bree just said it. Zeoduke, it's like agoraphobia or whatever it is.
Agoraphobia.
Yeah, I need to look it up. I'll tell you guys. But it's yeah, it's basically that.
Oh, I really need to fix this damn computer already.
Maybe she's turning the fan base back to blue. Yeah, like she's actually yeah, she literally unironically was peddling it, saying that she herself is taking it. But no, she's not. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way that Candace Owens is actually taking colloidal silver. Um, I don't think our bodies can process silver and it coats the organs all bad. Yeah. There's literally no known medical health benefits to it whatsoever. The only thing that we've been able to document are like serious, like bad effects. Like just don't do it. Just don't do it. There's no scientific basis to it. There's nothing. Let me see here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let me see here.
No. My penguin took a swan dive.
That's okay.
Not really. Okay. Get the antenna out of the way. Alright, we're gonna work on this computer a little bit.
Cool.
I have unplugged it and decharged the static from it. Lord, my front filter is completely clogged. We need to pull that.
Yikes. There we go. Argyria. There we go. Argyria. No, like phobia is something else. What you were saying is something else. It's Argyria. Is what makes your skin blue.
Oh, I wasn't.
No,
really
that's something
listening.
else.
I thought you were talking about something else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Zeoduke got it. It's a fear of open spaces.
Yes, I thought you were talking about like the fear of leaving your home.
Yeah, no. Didn't the FDA tell Jones to stop selling silver toothpaste? Yes, he did.
That's what I get for talking without listening.
It's okay. Mestophiles jeering with 100 biddies. How's it going? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Didn't the yes they did. Why does Safari try to keep killing their own supporters? I really haven't heard that yet. Yeah, it's just never good. There's like literally nothing good about it. 100% knew what you were saying, but that's all that matters. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad you got what I was trying to say. Yeah, I took up fencing. The police insist I have to give it back. What? No. What's wrong with fencing? It's a good sport. So in case I know that most folks like, I mean, this is, I would certainly hope so that, we don't have to come to this, but yeah, Kaleido Silver, in case you want to look at why it's bad, there's the WebMD. Because when you gerrymander that hard, you don't need a voter base. True. True.
Okay. All right, fam. Guess what? Got our old card reader out. Oh, that's actually trash, unfortunately. But what's wild is I have still never found the SD card that I lost in this thing.
Wow.
I might set this aside and bust it all apart since it doesn't work anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it, for all you know, it could be stuck in there.
But what's weird is that it looked like the way, like where I put it in, it looked like it would have gone out the other side and fallen in the computer. And I took this whole damn thing apart, practically, and I couldn't find it. It was weird as hell. I forgot how to get this front cover off. I think the whole thing freaking comes off.
Wow.
I thought it just slid out like the bottom filter, which I already cleaned, but it doesn't. I believe the front, like the whole thing just pops off. need a screwdriver or something.
I used to have a hard drive cooler like that too. All that is for work right there. So back to what you were saying, Astro. I mean the midterms are pretty. How do I say this? The midterms are pretty effed. The midterms are pretty effed, I think, in my opinion. I mean, like, save a 180-degree attitude change. Save a 180-degree attitude change by the Democratic Party. I don't believe that they're going to do very well, and that's going to translate into a lot of losses electorally, and well, that's going to translate into 2024, in my opinion. I mean, I could be really wrong, but I don't see. I don't see that the Democratic Party is doing what it needs to be doing, and I think it largely has been, to put it in light terms, I think that the Democratic Party has been disappointing and underwhelming. I mean, really, if they were able to just put their feet on the ground and say, look, we need to get, we need to do our job and we need to get it done, and start seriously doing what they can to make meaningful improvements to for the American people, then I would say, you know, things could look better. But
I remember how to get this off now. You pull the tabs.
Nice. But I'm just not seeing the platform that was given and the results that have actually been done. They're not quite matching up. You know what I mean? Granted.
Whoa.
Granted. Yikes. Is that dust?
Yes.
Wow.
Cat fur.
Oh my god.
Yes. And
Wow.
it's literally deformed the shape of the mesh in here because it got so clogged it was pulling a vacuum.
Wow. Jesus. So I'm just not seeing it. Like, that being said, I know that they've done some good things. I know that they've managed to do some like expansions of like child tax credit momentarily, but and I know that undeniably the in my opinion the Republican Party would be much worse, but like I can't help but think, like, if you want to win in the Democratic, like in the primary and it coming up in half a year, before things really start kicking off, you've got to really deliver. You've got to have some results, because like people need something to vote for. Hey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, Siscat. I appreciate that. People need something to vote for, and it's getting harder and harder to sell people on the idea, right? Start smearing silly Republicans. Yeah, but like that's kind of by default, right? That's kind of by default. Yeah, of course. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene though didn't have anybody to run against, right? Didn't she like run unopposed? Like, of course, like that's massively corrupt. But I can't. It's hard. Ooh, excuse me. It's harder for me to say. It's harder for me to say go vote out for the Democratic Party because they have a good platform of X, Y, and Z. Like I can't do that. I mean, like the idea that your big strategy is to say we're not Republicans, or your big strategy is to say like, well, you know, we need to defeat Trump again, like, or we need to defeat Trumpism. I don't know if that's gonna work again. I don't know if that's gonna work again.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's my problem, and I am very concerned that what that's going to end up being is a disaster, total disaster, total disaster. I mean, I could
What
sit
do you
here and talk
think?
about how bad the Republican Party is. I can, and I do, and I do. I have no qualms with dunking on the Republican Party consistently, as they are quite the easy target, right? I mean, they're low-hanging fruit.
Right.
Right. It's like so what I say is like I just have them by default blame. I blame them by default. Like it's just clearly worse, right? You don't want that. But it's getting harder for me to convince it's getting harder for me to tell people to vote like for the Democratic Party with nothing to give them, right? With nothing to offer them. Which is the problem.
no.
I mean, like obviously, in my opinion, you should always try to do the most amount of good for the most amount of people, right? Generally speaking, when it comes to politics or when it comes to things like this, generally speaking, you want to do the most amount of good for the most amount of people, which is why you're in politics, right? And it's getting harder. It's getting harder to tell people. You should ask people a simple question. Do you want fascism? I mean, like, yes, I understand, and I understand what your concern is. I understand what your concern is, especially with the rise of like authoritarian like ideas, especially coming from people like Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that oh my god, what is it that she tweeted the other day? She said that that people who are that people who voted for people who are registered Democrat or people who voted for Democratic candidates in the past, if they move to a like a more red area, that they shouldn't be able to vote. She was saying on Twitter that she doesn't want her political opponents to have the right to vote if they move into an area that is like conservative, right? Like that's what she was saying. She was not only endorsing a tweet that was putting out that idea, she was doubling down on it. No, she didn't want to segregate cities by political affiliation. She just straight up, in her ideal world, in her eyes, if she had the magic wand, she would say, if you're a Democrat and you're going to like a ruby red state, or if you're going to a ruby red area, I don't want you voting because I don't want you changing anything. So yeah, that's kind of yikes. If you ever hear somebody talk about how they don't want their political opponents to have a vote, that's kind of you start getting into some scary territory. You start getting into some super sus. I mean, it's on Twitter somehow. You can go to her Twitter. It's not like it's not private.
Whoa.
Yeah. You have to broadcast what the American people have gotten from the Dems. Sure, and I do, Astro. Or at least I try to. But what I'm afraid of, then the reason why it seems like I'm being very hard, on the Democratic Party, because I am, is because like they could do better, and they could genuinely make things better. They have the opportunity right now, within the small time period that they have. They could genuinely get it together, and they could genuinely sit down and say, you know what, we're going to work on, I don't know, increasing enforcement for labor laws. We're going to work on trying to raise the minimum wage across the board. We're going to work on trying to see what we can do about extending the child tax credits and making it so that workers have paid sick leave, paid Astro just mentioned maternity leave, healthcare, things like that, to make that a reality. But unfortunately, President Joe Manchin has said no. No to maternity leave. No to oh man, what did he say no to? The child tax credits are probably going to be limited now. It's just like, I do think it's moving in that direction, Pirate. Especially some of the GOP leadership is getting incredibly close. Too close for comfort. Kamal's going to be mad at you insinuating Manchin is president. These are what actually boost people's lives. I agree with you, Astro. And undeniably, during the times that they were implemented, it was such a good idea. The child tax credits were such a good idea and did palpably benefit the American people. And it would be good if we continue this and continue to move this forward so that the American people have something to go and look at and turn to when they go to the polls in 2022. They'll go to the polls and say, ah, yes, they actually helped me by continuing this. And things like this is what gets you votes. Things like this is what gets you votes. And can you imagine if the Biden administration actually sat down and said, look, we're going to make... Listen here, Jack. Okay? Listen here, Jack. We're going to make no malarkey, all right? No malarkey. I want Congress and the White House and to get together and discuss the plan to get people jobs, okay? And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to expand our ability to have renewable energy. We're going to expand our ability to have renewable energy. We're going to make a massive infrastructure project unlike the American people have ever seen before. All right, you thought the infrastructure projects and things like that from FDR were good? Listen here, Jack. We're going to make the biggest move in American history to try to get people to work, to try to get renewable energy online, and to move America first, and to move America into the 21st century. Like, I mean, I don't know. Does that sound like out of the realm of possibility? I don't think so. I don't think so. I thought the general rule was Catterday. We want more relaxed, not political. Yeah, I know, but I can't help myself sometimes. Covering people through COVID. Yeah.
Carlos.
I sent you a link on Twitter. I'm gonna have to look at that later, Alio. Impeach President Manchin. Well, he's up for election, I think, next time, isn't he? Not this time around. Not this time around, but he's up for... he should be primaried, is what I'm saying. He should be primaried. I mean, like, the reality is, look, the reason why I'm very disappointed and very frustrated is because I know that the Democratic Party can do more and is seemingly... At least it gives the perception. I don't know if this is true. And quite frankly, I don't think it matters. But the reality is, me as just looking at how people see things and how people perceive, it looks like, honestly, the Democratic Party seems to be incapable of delivering at least some of its big ticket items, any of them. They've been not. It's already bad enough trying to have like Republicans obstruct everything, but they seem to not be able to get it done quite right. You know what I mean? Quite completely through. And I think that that's the perception of the American people. And unfortunately, that's going to translate in the midterms. And again, this is all me just being a talking head, me just being a bobblehead, me just seeing and trying to put my finger on the pulse of what's happening across the politics sphere, right? That's just how I see things. I could be 1,000% wrong, and comes 2022, I'm eating my words. But I don't know. I know it's not the same, but Carter was a good president, but the bad news and the president was against Carter, like Biden. But in reality, maybe, but to be quite frank, I mean, like, I think there's a reason for that, right? I mean, regardless, maybe I understand that Biden can't just snap his fingers and do everything, but it's got to give the perception The administration has got to give the perception that is trying and that it's making actionable, you know, and it's taking like paths to attempt to do whatever, you know, it is that it wants. It just seems like sometimes the excuses seem very milquetoast. An example would be, oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't do, what was the really big one that got I'm sorry, we couldn't do like minimum wage because a unelected Senate parliamentarian said no. Okay.
Sounds about right.
Like, okay, so then bring it up and make sure that Congress can like try to pass something, or like make it seem that you are trying, and make it seem that you are providing the American people avenues in which you're trying to achieve the things that you want for them. But I'm just not seeing that. Again, it may be so that behind the scenes there's a lot of work. There's a lot of scenes that are happening behind the scenes that we don't know. Maybe there is indeed a coordinated effort, but we don't see that. Like it's not the perception that I'm getting. When Obama did his shovel-ready economic stimulus bill, I was working for a nonprofit and pulled in over 1.5 million to put 100 people to work in restoration forestry. Perhaps Biden could do something like that by executive order. Yeah, I'm sure that like he could. There's avenues that he could be taking to say like, look, we're gonna do a massive programs to get people to work, to get infrastructure up, to make renewable and green energy a thing, and to improve public transportation, to improve the way we have like cities and stuff like that. Like all of these things, I understand it costs a lot of money, and but the positives of it will be way more, in my opinion. Some states have already raised the minimum wage. Yes, that's true. Some states have, but that's relying on the actual states by states. The federal minimum wage is still like abysmal. The federal minimum wage is still like under the water. Nowhere near. The most damaging democratic issue is not controlling its own people. So to a degree, I think I'm gonna translate that and say what you're trying to say is that we're having a problem getting the Democratic Party to coalesce behind the Biden plan or the Democratic platform. Then yes, I would agree with you. You think it's right to cram his whole agenda executive order, though? I don't think it's even possible. I don't think that he can. That doesn't mean that there aren't other avenues that you can explore. Is Biden having like continuous meetings with Democratic leadership and seeing like what they can do what they can do with the legislative body? Like, is Biden trying to do PR campaigns to see if they can put like some type of pressure on Congress to do something? I don't know. I just don't see it. People in power always hide something, good and bad. We don't know everything, and we can only do what we are allowed to, but don't give up. No. Yeah, that's the last thing we want to do, Alio. The last thing we want to do is get disengaged and feel apathetic. The last thing that I want is for people to become apathetic, because that's literally how it all goes down. It all goes downhill, right? If people become apathetic and disengaged, then I mean, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Depending on where you live, cities have oh, that's interesting. I mean, it could work. Maybe, says Cat. That's an interesting concept. Having like tiers for minimum wage depending on where you live. My original concept would be minimum wage is based on the average cost of living based on like your city or county, and expand it that way until it can be set at a federal level. But yeah, that's an interesting concept. Seed, windmill, battery power, solars, all manufactured in the US. Yeah, sure. Like something like make proposals or something, or get congressional democratic leadership together and say, hey, what can we do about X, Y, and Z? But I don't know if that's really happening, or like if it is, it's milquetoast at best. I I just don't see the drive, or the energy to really get it done. Is what I'm saying. He's a fragile old man on his way out. I don't know. Maybe this is his only. He said that he was only going to be a one-term president. If the Democratic Party somehow manages to run him again, I think that would be a mistake. I would like a tax credit wage system, higher the wage, lower tax employer pays. What? So, wait, that's not making any sense.
What are you barking for?
Eco Resto Dragon, how's it going? I live in Klamath, and the minimum wage is like 12. For sure.
You better actually be right next time.
The more you pay your employees, the less taxes you pay. But that doesn't make any sense. Why does that have to
God
be...
damn it!
Why does that have to be, like, tied to that? Just pay your employees living wages. Or don't be in business. Period. And pay your taxes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's... The rural areas still have to pay the same, same for gas and food and everything else, even though they're rural, the cost of living is not magically equated to rural urban. Yeah. That's a good point. That is a good point. I want you to get a major injection of positivity. Here's my positivity. Do not disengage. Do not disengage. Still, whatever it is that we can do within the time that we have, within the tools that we have, is what we should be striving to do. All right. Just because it is real doomer kind of vibes, doesn't mean that it's GG, right? Doesn't mean it's GG. Doesn't mean it's GG. What?
I said I think we're a little tougher than that, don't you?
I think so. I mean, like, as much as like doomer it is, it's not like, you know, it's not GG. We're still here, right? We're still here.
Yep, for now.
I wear my apologize hat everywhere I go. I engage anyone willing. I mean, if you engage anyone willing, that's interesting. Twitch and Twitter don't seem to remember Biden was a senator and VP, not president. We had the Senate against him, not a full year yet. Trump would be horrible. Contact the national committees of both parties. Well, yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm not expecting any help from the Republican Party. But, yeah, be hard on the Democratic Party. Like, you gotta keep trying. And, that doesn't mean to not be, that doesn't mean to disengage and do what you can. And, be wary of primaries that may be coming up. This is one of the ways, I should say. One of the ways to pay attention is to look at primaries. Look at primaries. I mean, I know some people are against electoralism, but it is a tool. It is a tool. And I don't feel like we need to cede that.
Alright, sorry guys.
Positivity equals we're all here together. Yeah, that's true. We're all here together. We're all here, and as long as we have the ability to mobilize and continue to try to make this a better place, then yeah, that's what matters.
I'm back.
I know the pair of you are very smart, and please stay that way. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I appreciate that. Do you think the vibes would be higher with a majority? I'm not sure what that means. You mean like a majority in the Senate, or do you mean like a majority of people? Like, I don't know what that means.
Sorry about my little detour there, fam.
Oh, it's all good.
Ed had just gotten home from the grocery store with a Jeep
50-50 is the majority? Gotcha.
So,
50-50 is the majority. Oh, you mean like in the Senate? Yeah, but it's clearly, just because they have like the most thinnest of thinnest majorities in the Senate, clearly we're having problems getting stuff done. And yeah, the majority voted Biden in. The majority voted Biden in. Well, yeah, you like the vote? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Isn't it 48 to 49 with Kamala as the deciding vote in the Senate? No, it's 50-50 and then the you mean without the two independents. You mean without the two independents, is that what you're saying? Because the two independent senators are like 99.9% go with the Democratic Party, like 99.9% of the time. So I if that's what you mean, then yeah, I mean, I guess technically it's 48 to 50, but there's 2 48 50 split. But no, it's like technically 50-50 because like 99.99999% of the time it's they just vote with the Democratic Party. They caucus with the Democratic Party. Bernie Sanders and somebody else, I forget the other independent name. But yeah, the point is the reality. Yeah, the House is different numbers.
I think that's as far as I'm gonna go with this. That's nuts.
The House is different numbers. Yeah, I wonder if Manchin will officially switch parties. I don't think he will. Honestly. Hold on.
So we got the new card reader thing installed. I just gotta run all the wires and plug them in. Hopefully I remember where they all go. Good times. You good, Carlos?
Yeah, the cat just wanted to get in.
Oh, Paquita.
Yeah, she's her litter box is in here, so she was trying to get to the bathroom. I don't think he's gonna switch parties, to be quite honest. He's just probably gonna cash out and go. Honestly.
I think I got freezer burn on my hand. Well, yay, I got the front of this thing done. Let me put it back together, I guess.
I think Manchin just got his, and that's it. That's it. He got his, and he doesn't need to do anything else. He just
pay attention to which way this thing went.
He just effed everybody on his way out. I think honestly he's probably just gonna retire or quit. It would make shit simpler, but nah, it's more beneficial for him to pretend to be left. Yeah, but like that's not even a pretend though. That's not even a pretend though. Like I don't think he's ever even feigned the idea of being left in any way, shape, or form, considering he owns a bunch of coal mines. Yeah, I agree, Pirate Ninja. Manchin will stay on this gravy train as long as he can. I think so. I think that's his goal. He's not up for re-election this year. I think he's up for re-election maybe, but I don't think he's just gonna cash out. That's it. He got his. I think his re-election odds are better at switching at this point. No, I don't know about that. I don't know. I think honestly, if it comes down to him looking bad in the polls and looking like he's not gonna get re-elected, he might just cash out and say peace. I mean, he already got his. There's nothing left for him. At the cost of him just screwing everybody on his way out. But you know, he got his, so that's all that matters to him. That's all that matters to him. Didn't West Virginia go to Trump? I think so, didn't it?
Pain in the ass this is.
I think so. West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
This election.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it leaned hard Trump by like a lot. Yeah, like I think twice. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if in my opinion, if Manchin decides that he's not going to be able to win re-election or he's just done, he's just gonna cash out and peace out. He doesn't care. He doesn't need to care. There's no reason for him to care. Which is probably why he's acting the way he is. It's probably the reason why he's acting the way he is.
What the hell? Alright. I'm losing my mind, y'all.
1/5 of West Virginians have gone to college. That's why they vote so hard for Republicans. Well, put a huge battery plant in West Virginia. True. That would be nice.
That was pretty funny.
It would be
Whoever
nice.
said that.
Well, there is a correlation. That's for sure. It's not the first time I've heard this.
I didn't say they were wrong. I just said it was funny.
Yeah, battery plants instead of coal mines, which are bad anyways. I mean, like, there's so much things that we can do. There's just so much things that we can do that we could change the way we reorganize our priorities. And I feel like it's just my main gripe with the Democratic Party, because they're the ones who have the possibility still. There's still time. And I think that they're honestly squandering it. That's why I'm mad, and that's why I'm frustrated. That's why I have
guys.
such a
Check that out.
a gripe with them, right? Not because like
And burrito.
Presley, Massachusetts got COVID but vaccinated. Hopefully. Oh shoot! Really? Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You mean Ayanna Presley, right? The representative. Hopefully, the pandemic of COVID ends soon. Strap yourselves in for that one, Alio. We're probably going to be here for quite a while.
Yeah, the way people are acting.
Yeah. The way the yeah, true. True. So strap yourselves in for a bit. This ain't going away that soon. That's for sure. But I do agree with you. I hope that in an ideal world that the pandemic ends soon.
What?
All right, folks. Let's see if we can get that cute animal video, because like again, I'm not set up for this, Alio, so I do apologize. Well, there's a reason for that, OG. Okay, let's see if I can maybe fix try that. It's a leap in logic, just so you know.
That's wild. I can't get this thing to seat again.
Okay,
like it goes
maybe.
on, but it's not like tight like it was before. It just pops right off.
Alright, let's see if we can get a cute animal video going. And yeah, I think it's working. I think you have your misconception of statistics wrong. I think you have your misconception of statistics wrong.
This is your home. This is your family room / gym. The guest bedroom / music.
She just ran up to them way too quickly, and he got hissed at just repeatedly. And he seemed pretty confused by that. But when we introduced Norm and Sonic, I knew Norm would be gentle with him, but I had no idea he would act so maternal.
Good boy, Normie. You stay.
Within seconds, Sonic was curled up against Norm. Sonic was dropped off at the shelter to foster him and give him a chance. Norm and Sonic immediately became best friends.
There we go. Alright. Running the computer's back on. Now the only thing we have to do is run all the wires.
Sonic would follow Norm around everywhere. Usually Norm is really clumsy, but he was so careful not to step on Sonic. The size difference between Norm and Sonic was
Hang on.
insane to me. Sonic weighed just under half a pound when we brought him home.
Alright, folks, just really quickly, because I have to push back on this. No. So, that's not how numbers or words of vaccine to begin with works at all. The reality is, it's not guaranteed to, like, how do I put this? The purpose of the vaccine is, yes, to pause, halt, reduce, and eliminate transmission. But the reality is, I don't think 66% of the population has taken it as well. And furthermore, we're not taking into account with the variants and stuff like that. So, yeah.
And Norm weighs around 130 pounds. The size difference definitely led to some funny things. Sometimes I would panic thinking I'd lost Sonic, but I would often find him curled up under Norm's tail with just his tiny head poking out.
Gentle.
My good friend, who's also my coworker, adopted Sonic recently. Norm's experience with Sonic was just pure happiness. Norm met a few of our previous fosters, but he didn't really have a special connection with anyone besides Sonic.
In the US, it's at more than about 60 cents for at least one dose.
Norm had a pretty rough start to life, but you'd never know it. He was about 55 pounds and severely emaciated. Decided to take him in as a medical foster.
What are you talking about, Carlos?
I officially adopted him about 6 months
Hey, go past that.
Doses for Carlos.
Doses.
I realized Norm was just this once-in-a-lifetime kind of dog. Norm comes to work with me every day, so he'll be seeing a lot of Sonic soon for his kitten checkups and vaccines.
Hey, go past that. How's it going? Happy New Year.
Sonic and Norm were reunited recently for an overnight at my house.
You see it?
Wait.
Keep that.
Nice.
So now I just gotta run all the wires. I don't really remember where they all go.
The two of them were inseparable. I think it's the first of many special relationships to come. Norm found his true purpose as a surrogate mom to kittens in need. I call him the kitten mommy now, and I don't think he minds at all.
I told you about when I went to Trout's yesterday, right? Right, Carlos?
What?
I told you about going to Trout's yesterday, right?
I think so.
It was really sweet. The owner's dad gave me a bottle of bourbon for New Year's. And he had already given me a bottle for Christmas just a few days ago.
Nice.
Benefits of a small town, I guess. I know. I wish I remembered where all this shit went.
No offense, but with that vaccination, 3 of them people would be... Yeah, that's true. First time in human history, the ineffectiveness of a medicine is being blamed on the people who didn't take it. Wait.
Who do what now?
Now, think about that statement really carefully. For the first time in human history, first of all, that's a very big claim. That's a massive claim. Do you have something to back that claim up? First time in human history, the ineffectiveness of a medicine is being blamed on the people who didn't take it. I mean, well, it's not a medicine. It's not a medicine. First of all. And first time in human history? Wait. Like, literally, none of that statement actually made
Sounds
sense.
legit, Carlos.
Apparently, the
I don't know,
military
man.
developed a new
Sounds legit.
Sounds legit. More vaccine that can fight variants, but in our oligarchic system, most likely be privatized by the biggest bidder. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder where is there a way we can find that, Comrade Jax? Comrade Dax?
Shit.
I posted a video in Whispers. It's about 5 minutes. It's a bit of a time capsule in Britain in the 70s.
Oh no.
If you find it, Comrade, send it to me via Whispers. Colorado
I'm
wildfire
gonna
force,
reach that
30,000 to flee. Yeah, that's true. I saw that. We were talking about that earlier.
No, thank you. This is going to work. Ouch. Okay, maybe I will. Alright, family going down.
I don't know how to whisper here. Oh, okay. Here.
No, it doesn't reach. Shit.
Yeah, click on my name and I did it? Okay, let me see.
This makes me sad. I'm gonna have to sacrifice aesthetics for function here.
That's a-okay with me sometimes.
Not with me. I'd rather take the damn power supply out and do it the right way. Too lazy. I hope this is where this shit goes. I really don't remember. I took it apart a while ago. We're just gonna plug it all in where I think it goes and see what happens. Bummed out I could not do this the way I wanted though. Alright, so that's the first chord. Let's go with... What do these guys look like? Are these the same? Are they different? They are different. In the hell? Oh, I wish I wouldn't have unplugged everything.
Did I whisper correctly? I don't think so. I'm looking at my whispers. Sorry, my thing is like being really slow.
Well, that sounds about right, Carlos.
Yeah, my computer is not the standard one I use. Well, the thing is, like,
I was just kidding.
generally speaking, when you make claims, they're based on some type of reality, right? I think that the stuff that you were saying just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no sound on purpose.
What you talking about?
Thinking Sabercat sent us a video.
Oh,
By the way, Happy New Year, Thinking Saber Cat.
yeah, I guess that's what I want. I don't know. I don't remember where all this stuff was plugged in before, to be honest.
Kojak in England?
Like, I thought this was plugged into the. What the hell? That obviously didn't come
The reality is the medical professionals promised the vaccine would end COVID. Wrong. That's actually not what they promised. I don't think anyone said that. And here we are.
Nope.
All I'm asking is why? Because they never said that.
Facts.
They literally never said that.
Big facts.
I don't think that like the people who developed the vaccines or like the medical experts or anything like that like made a complete and what is that? There's a word I'm looking for. A not true statement. A adamant statement. When you claim to something be like 100%, when you claim when you claim something that's like 100%, like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to do X, Y, or Z, because that would be very weird coming from, that would be very weird coming from, you know, people who who do like science and stuff like that. A definitive statement, right? Thank you, Opossum Shaman. Like a definitive statement of saying, yes, the vaccine is just gonna, that's it. It's just gonna end the pandemic. Like, I don't think any expert has ever like said that honestly. Like, it was supposed to be it was supposed to be one of the many tools we developed to fight against it. Should people have done what they, you know. Here, I'll do this, Comrade Drax, here. I'll make you VIP for today, and you can post links. How about that?
Wow, fancy.
Just so you can post the links. Hey, Go Past Tech. Make sure you follow twitch.tv/Go Past Tech, by the way. Hey, come on. Really? It's not
What's
working
the
now?
matter?
I made sure. I thought I did. Did I VIP them? Hold on. Let me try this again.
Come on, Carlos.
Thanks for the shout out, of course. Okay. You have added? Yes, okay, there we go. I am polite, I always say thanks. Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, like even from the beginning in the development of this vaccine, they always said that it was definitely not 100%. They didn't make like this like definitive statement of like, oh yeah, it's 100%. Oh
If you
yeah.
get the vaccine, you can't get the virus.
Yeah, like
Well,
they
I
never
don't know why they lied about it.
right, they never made that claim. So like that's kind of weird.
But I thought that's how it worked.
I just discovered my nephew's on Twitch too. He was very surprised that I was on Twitch too. That's interesting.
Okay. I'm just randomly plugging stuff in and hoping I plug it into the right place. Isn't that funny?
I mean, if it works, right?
We're gonna hope it works. Except now I'm not seeing another USB port to plug into. Uh-oh.
Maybe the Army one can be the final booster. Maybe. U.S. Army creates a single vaccine against all COVID and SARS variants, researchers say. And this is from Walter Reed. If this is true, this is good news. And hopefully this can be something that comes to fruition. I don't know where this is, but if this is so, then yeah, this could be it. This could be a great tool.
Oh no, man. Shoot. This is a problem. I am short one USB plug on the motherboard.
Yikes. Yeah, so first of all, you're now pivoting, and you said that your original claim was the world, and now you're pivoting back to America. So like I don't know, like you're not making any sense, and it seems like you have a misunderstanding on how statistics work. And yeah, I think you're just like looking at numbers. Oh, your whisper finally came. Sorry about that, Comdrax. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
I need to add another hard drive to this setup.
Thank you for the follow, Comdrax. Yeah, there we go. It finally came through. Maybe it was just taking a second. Anyways, let's go back to the duo screen.
Damn, I can't believe this. How did I end up short a USB port? I think what it is my old
I am giving you substance.
My old card reader that I had a USB 3 in it. That was a USB 3 cable that went to the hard drive and plugged in a USB 3 port. And this one had two of the traditional USB pin style connectors, and my motherboard doesn't have that. Do you think there's a conversion cable to go from the USB pin to a USB 3 port?
Yeah. I'm not distorting your argument, and I'm giving you substance. I'm actually asking you to question your own statements because they're not making sense. That's literally it. None of your statements are making any sense. And Pirate Ninja brings up a good point. Do you know, just to give you an idea, or to further Pirate Ninja's point, do you know how much is necessary for herd immunity? And furthermore, do you think that will get to it? USB ports are charging Type-C, and USB 3 are getting very common now. Yep. That's right. I'm just me. I had a SARS-1 swine flu. I had the SARS-1 swine flu in 1990, double pneumonia in the hospital isolation with oxygen for a week. Took me a year and a half to fully recover. I got the COVID vax right away because I'm not going through that again. Yeah, absolutely. Jesus. I'm sorry, says Kat, but yeah, absolutely. It's a good preventative measure. I mean, like, there's no argument against it, in my opinion. Like, unless you have a serious medical condition that would be incredibly rare and would obviously require, like, your doctor to step in. But, like, I mean, I just don't see the argument against it, against vaccination. I just don't see it. You're not a doctor, you don't sound smart, keep blaming others for ineffectiveness of something you took. It's not ineffective. You're perceiving it to be ineffective, but in reality look at the numbers of people Look at the numbers of people who end up in the ICU. Look at the numbers of people who end up dead. How much percentage of them are unvaccinated? How many percent of them are vaccinated? Look at those numbers, because, like I said, it seems to me like you're not perceiving the stats. He's saying I'm the reason it mutated and it isn't working. That's not what he's saying. You're strawmanning his argument. That's not what he said at all. He said that as the more people allow this to continue, the more chances it has to mutate and create more damage, in the sense that it's going to start circumventing vaccines, which Omicron is the closest variant to doing so. I mean, like, the traditional monoclonal antibody treatments that we had for COVID that were very effective and working aren't. So yeah, it's very serious, in my opinion. And I think that
Jesus.
and I think that you're having a misconception of what ineffectiveness means. You have a misconception of like what you're reading. And I think that it's probably best if you follow the science. You're the reason the virus keeps mutating by serving as a breeding ground for the variants. Well, yeah, that's a whole different statement than what you just said, right? That is a whole different statement than what you just said, right? Because the reason why it does have mutations and variants is because it's allowed to continue to replicate itself. And how does that happen? Generally speaking, it's the unvaccinated.
I can get one of these cables. It's only $8.
That's not bad. $8
Nope.
is not bad.
It's a header cable, it calls it. It converts it from the 9-pin style that is traditional for the motherboard. What it is my motherboard had a couple 9-pin, but then one of them was a traditional USB 2.0 Type A. And I'm short a 9-pin, so if I get this converter, I can convert the 9-pin on the new card reader to the USB 2.0 style on my motherboard. So, yay. I know, boring computer shit. Sorry.
That's awesome. I'm watching.
But you can see the computer's back on and everything's good. It's just that the one cable I can't plug it in to work. Would really
I mean,
like to
well, I
get
can't
a
see it on,
separate-
but I think that's the lights back then. Those are the fans spinning.
You can see it. I have the case, the cover off of it. You can see the whole thing pretty much. What the hell? There we go. Amazon wasn't working for a second. I'm gonna buy this, and it says that it will be to my house by January 6th.
That's not bad.
Nope. And I still have so much room on this computer. Let me show you. Hold on. It's kind of cool. So I could put in a second graphics card if we wanted right here. And then I would still have 2 more ports down here for other cards. Which, like, this one is a USB card that I put in to have extra USB ports in the back. So, for example, I could have 2 other small cards down here or 1 big card. As you can see, I could actually really have 2 more video cards the way this is set up. Because a video card like the one I have takes 2 slots. So here's 2 slots, here's 2 slots, then here's this USB card is only taking up 1 slot, and then here's 2 more slots down here. And I have the connections on my motherboard to be able to actually run 3 graphics cards on this one freaking computer.
Yeah.
It's incredible, honestly, which I don't see. Oh my god, I found the card. Here it is. Guys,
Oh, nice. Hey,
look, I found it.
nice.
What
If
the
I had my
hell?
little
I found it.
clapping, if I
Oh
had my
my god, I
clapping
found
backing
it.
track, I would play it.
Oh my god. You have no idea. I shook this computer. I shook it up and down and all around. And I just happened to look at the motherboard, and there it was sitting right there on
Nice.
the graphics card.
Nice. If I had the
Oh
little
man, thank God.
clapping sound effect, I would be doing it.
But yeah, so I could have gone water cooled with this setup. My motherboard's set up for it, but I decided to go air cooled because to me, I built this computer in such that I could literally unplug it, and it's a military grade case. It's got handles. I can transport it and take it with me to work, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
really
yeah.
freaking cool. So that's why I went air cooled instead of water cooled. I literally maxed it out as far as fans. I have 2 on the top, 1 in the back, 2 on the bottom, and 2 in the front. And that's just for the case cooling. I have a double intercooler with fans on my CPU. So these 2 are specifically just cooling the CPU. This case is honestly it's set up pretty well. It's got positive ventilation, so everything is cooled in the system and it pulls all the heat out. Over here, I normally have a pop vinyl figure here, but even with that being said, having a pop figure here, I have space for 4 hard drives down here. I only have 1 in right now. It's 10 terabytes. And that's what I call my storage drive. It's my D drive. As far as what I do for my programs and my operating system, that's this little NVMe 500 gigabyte Samsung 960 Evo hard drive. And that's what I call my boot drive. I just put my operating system and my programs and stuff on that. Everything else goes on the 10 terabyte over here. But eventually I'll have this set up with, at least on the bottom portion anyways, 3 more 10 terabyte hard drives for a total of 40 terabytes down here. And like I said, I normally have just a little pop figure sitting
Yeah.
right
Nice.
here.
Alright, hold on. There's some... Okay, here. Buddy? Bud. Look. I would recommend that you have a moment to look at all the plethora of evidence to suggest, okay, the efficacy of vaccines, specifically the efficacy of these new vaccines that were that were done.
After the
Okay.
stream,
Long-term studies, what does that mean, right? Because literally about 72 hours is when all of the stuff from the vaccine gets out. So yeah. Yeah, you're not anti-vax, but you're perpetuating anti-vax talking points. Do you understand? I'm skeptical Big Pharma rolling out a new tech with almost no long-term study. It's not new tech. It's not nothing that just fell out of the sky. Okay? mRNA technology, or the concept of mRNA vaccines, have been, the groundwork for that has been laid out for almost I would say almost 20 years, just under it. Yeah. Like I said, I just don't think that you are I just think that you're not really following and misinformed. Okay? Ones that had long-term studies and actually prevented from contracting and spreading the illness. Yes, there's significant evidence to suggest that it does offer some protection when it comes to spreading it, contracting it, and it also offers massive protection where it's huge from serious illness and death. Yes, we know that. This has been studied across the board. There have been, at this point, billions of human beings who have been vaccinated with this vaccine. And that's it. I mean, that's it. That's the end of it, okay? That's the end of it. The reality is, what you're saying goes against all of the consensus of data. It goes against all international bodies that have worked on this. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. The first human coronavirus was in 1965. The contagious of the coronavirus also makes it a pandemic. Yeah, this is just a new, novel coronavirus. Okay, so we've known about coronaviruses for quite some time now. This is just an unprecedented new one that kind of just hit us from left field, right? That one just came out with a left hook and just rocked us. That's what happened. And yeah, around 90% protection to over 70s against hospitalization and death. Yeah, and it seems to be robust in almost all age groups. Astro, but yes, you are correct. Yeah. So, like I said, at this point, you're just not you're hearing, but you're listening, but you're not hearing, and the information that you are receiving is just misunderstood, and you have no concept of numbers, statistics, and the idea of the amount of work that has been going on with this. You're actually acting as if Big Pharma has never done something so dangerous to humans. And okay. Can you explain what is dangerous about this vaccine? Can you explain to me with studies and with a consensus in data, what exactly is dangerous? They're not listening, they're just waiting for his turn to talk. They don't care about the truth or evidence. I know that, but I'm not going to just allow that to just fly, right, in my platform. He's making a shitty comparison to the epidemic. Yeah, that may be true. Yes, at one point, government has done really bad shit, and therefore we should never trust government. Like, okay, I understand a healthy skepticism, but this is beyond reason, is what I'm trying to say. The criticisms that can be levied of Big Pharma in general has nothing to do with their capacity to produce good medicine. Yeah, that's a good point. That's probably a better way of phrasing it, to be honest. It's probably a better way of phrasing it than I did. Yeah. Anyways, TLDR, it's about 4 o'clock. Yeah, there's no reason to believe that, there's no reason for me to believe that vaccines are bad, and there's no reason for me to believe otherwise and doubt their efficacy. Their efficacy has seemed to be exactly as proposed. Yeah, so you should be vaccinated. I mean, I don't understand what the concept. Why is it so difficult for people? Just saying, it is a.
But it's dangerous.
Yeah, but the big takeaway from it is an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of the cure. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
That does not make any sense.
An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of the cure. Okay. Wait, how did you know I had 2? Thank you. You're the man and own them. I'm not here to own. I'm here to, like, hopefully, first of all, push back against, like, ridiculous ideas. And second of all, I hope that they reconsider. Right, preventative maintenance on a car is cheaper than big repairs. Yeah, this is the same concept, right? Preventative care is always better. This is not just a new concept, but that's why we have vaccines, and that's why we have preventative measures that, when stacked on each other, actually provide very, very good results. When you stack things like social distancing and masking, it is much better than you just right, exactly, than you just doing one thing, right?
I don't believe you.
A person is a drain on cultivating New Year positive energy. I love you, but I'm going for a hike. Don't worry, we're heading out too, Siscat. It's rational skepticism. It's not. It's actually not. I disagree wholly. But anyways, that being said, folks, it is New Year's. We're gonna head out. I want to thank everybody for hanging out here today. I want to thank everybody for hanging out here today. You guys are what makes this channel grow. Make sure you hit the follow button. Get 5 free emotes. Make sure you join the Discord and all that. I'm 2+ boost and never been ill. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Boom. Please make sure that you also head on over to our YouTube channel. Click that. Happy New Year, Francis the Rogue. Click the subscribe button. It takes 5 seconds. It really does, and it helps us out. Spread the word far and wide that this is a chill space to be for news and politics. We're here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Saturdays, noon Eastern Time. Who are you raiding? That's a good question. That's a good question.
Who is on for us to raid?
Also, who paid
can
for their
we grace
vaccine?
with our
Nobody.
presence?
Who can we grace with our presence? That's right. That's
Did
right.
you like that?
I did.
It was perfect, wasn't it?
You know what? Let's go with James on the internet. We haven't seen their stuff in a while. Let's head on over there.
Yes. That's a
Game show
great
Saturday night.
choice.
Saturday. All right, let's see what they're up to. I don't know what they're up to, but if you start a hype train on James's channel, folks, if you start a hype train on James's channel, they start playing Russian hard bass. So it gets pretty lit.
Bass,
all right.
Carlos.
No,
Bass.
I know it's bass, but they pronounce it boss. Hard boss.
No.
Yeah, that's how they pronounce it.
No.
Will you be off?
No,
Will we
no, no.
see you on Monday? Yes, and I'm off on Monday, so you guys get an extra stream, an extra long stream on Monday.
Well, you
I wonder
work
who
on
I need
Friday,
to contract.
and I work on Monday, huh?
Boo.
It be like that though, doesn't it?
All right, folks. As always, folks, please stay safe. Please take care of each other. We love you all, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay chill, everybody. See ya.
Bye. We love you all so much.
Yes, hang tight, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere.
Yes, stay right there at least until we raid our friends.
Yeah, at least get us. Let's help James get some wonderful folks, and
Let's
please.
get him some views. Come
Yeah,
on.
let's hype it up. All right, we're heading out in 5, 4,
4,
3, 2, 1.
1.
Here we go.
Ya. Bye. Goodbye, fam.